Yeah, I'm contemporary. You will never snare me. You don't scare me. You're gonna have to bear me. Woo! You will never tear me. Okay, so in today's video, I want to discuss, let's see, reset. Reset. Okay. A lot of people, they get onto the path of stimulation, the path of chasing, chasing. That's all. Chasing stimulation, woman, situations, wealth, whatever. You should never be chasing, or you should be chasing at times. You have to chase at times if you feel inclined to do so, because we have desires, and until we become the version of ourselves that understands we don't need to chase them, we have to chase them. So, bang! Um, hmm, okay. So, how to reset? So let's say right now you're like overstimulated, you've been eating terribly, you've been busting fatties all day, um, you're having arguments with this girl constantly, you arguing with the people around you, your friends, who knows? Okay. So my question for you is, how far do you want to go? All right. How far do you want to go? So, the first thing that you have to do is set aside some time in the day to be alone. I want you to set aside some time in the day to be alone where there is not much to bother you. It's a free space. It's some, whether it be outside, preferably inside, because we want it to be kind of like sensory deprivation, all right? So I want you to close your curtains, put your light off, maybe wrap a scarf around your eyes. The idea here is to neutralize the senses so that we can deepen them, so that we can make those vortexes that absorb the energy around us and store it as memory deeper. We can make those senses deeper. And so you will be able to become still and become magnetic. Gravity is created by pressure. Pressure is created by a vacuum. What is a vacuum shaped like? A vacuum is shaped like a vortex which envelops itself. Look up on Google geometric structure of a vacuum. You will see like a whirlpool going in and coming out. So it's like a donut, all right? And it forms like a kind of like a perfect ball. This is the structure of the universe. And this hole, this vortex is your spine. And everything, all the cycles in your life happen along this axis in a fractal sense. Okay? The universe is just a bigger depiction of what you are. Okay? A vacuum. Your senses are like vacuums. Your body is like a living vacuum. If you look at your fingertips, you can see there is a spiral on your finger. Because when you touch something, that spiral is sucking in the sensation. A spiral can push out or it can suck in. This is the nature of consciousness, the nature of the vacuum. To give and take information, to observe and express, to observe and to express. This is consciousness. To observe and to express. To watch and to influence. Okay? So let's just stray from the reset. We'll get back to that in a second. I want to look at the vacuum a little bit more. Look at your ear. It's a vortex. It's a spiral, G. It's a spiral. Look at your eye. It's a spiral. Look at your nose. There are ridges inside of your nose. It's a vortex. It's a spiral. Your mouth. Look in the mirror. You will see these ridges in the top of your mouth. It's also a spiral. Any part of you which experiences anything experiences using these vortexes, okay? Because these vortexes push and pull. When you speak, you are expressing this energy, okay? You are expressing this energy. When you act, you are expressing this energy. You're pushing. You can either push and pull. So, when you're going after that girl, or you're going after that money, you're pushing, okay? You are chasing after it. You're actually pushing it away. It's like the vacuum cleaner is become a leaf blower and not a vacuum cleaner. Now you're pushing all the leaves away, okay? And so what you want to do in order to become a vacuum cleaner, the one who magnetizes things, you have to turn inward. You have to turn your senses inward. It cannot be outward. You cannot be looking at all these things and stimulating yourself, okay? So put that scarf around your eyes and sit down. Maybe put some like noise cancelling headphones on or earphones in if you have, and just focus on the breath and the space between your eyes, okay? This is a very important aspect here. I can't go too deep into it because I discuss it in the Zenith scroll, top link in the description, if you're interested in learning more about what I teach in a more structured approach, because these videos are quite long. So sit down, hands, your palms should be facing upward, your eyes should be slightly upturned like this, your head. And I want you to focus on your breath in through your nose, okay? Now just sit like that, focus on your breath. You can even take charge of your breath. Here, you can grip it like this, gently, and make a little bit of a rasping noise. And when you push out, you do the rasping as well. Very gentle, very slight. This is because the breath binds the soul to the body. Okay, if you stop breathing, the soul leaves. If you keep breathing, the soul stays. And so, when you can take charge of your breath by putting a little bit of pressure, because your body is a living vacuum, it's got blood pressure. Your lungs exist as the turbocharger for your body. Now I want you to take charge of that air, that energy which is coming in with a bit of rasp. Now as you begin to take control of your breath, you will begin to feel that you can control your physical sensation using the breath. You can control your mood using the breath. You can upheave yourself. You can go crazy with the breath. You can relax with the breath, and you can make things happen. You can adjust yourself to situations using the breath. The breath is most fundamental. If you can control the breath, you control everything. Because every movement, every destruction, every creation comes from the compression of the vacuum and the diffusion of the vacuum, which is the universe, which is in the image of consciousness, reflected off of the mirror of consciousness, is this vacuum that is created by energy. Okay? Well, not really created by energy, because all comes from consciousness, all comes from this empty space, all comes from this ability to observe. And I want you to understand that when you go inward and focus on the breath, and there are many other practices that accompany this that I teach in the Zenith scroll, such as Ishakriya, Trataka, basic meditation, which allow you to distance yourself from your identity, distance yourself from the mind and the body, so that you can actually use this energy in different ways. Okay, I teach you how to increase the vibrance in the system, and then I teach you how to direct it using Trataka. It's an ancient tantric technique which I've refined, and I've used, and it works like quicker than you can understand, much faster than you can understand or that you think. And it is in the Zenith scroll below, which I worked on for 4 months, and I'm going to continue to expand for all of you. Yeah, so this has been going inward. It's very vague. You're going to have to take notes. You're going to have to rewatch this video a few times and understand what I've said and take notes on what I've said and contemplate what I've said, because these are things which are fundamental inside of me, things which I have touched on not only in a intellectual sense but in an experiential sense. I have embodied these principles, and that's why I can speak on them without fail and speak on them without even pausing, because these things exist as me and I want to give them to you. And so the Zenith scroll is my gift to you, but it does cost a little bit of money. Anyways, like and subscribe, guys. I will see you soon, and namaste. Wacha, wacha.